Hello and thanks for joining us. I'm Laurel Hess and this is Comcast Newsmakers. Our topic today is the Center for Professional Studies. Here to discuss it with us is its CEO, Daryl Petrishkoff. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Well, thanks for having us.
What exactly is the Center for Professional Studies?
Well, the Center for Professional Studies, otherwise known as CPS, was founded in 1993. And what we are is a state licensed school that's a vocational category type school. We focus on the technical professional. Since that period of time of 1993, we have trained over 7,000 technical professionals at over 400 corporations. So our main client in that period of time has been the corporate trainer. And we train inside there about two main things. Either it's about how does that corporation develop and continue to develop their product and launch it successfully in a timely fashion. And we have documented with our clients that we've taken a 30% reduction in time of launch to that using our tools and techniques that we train in. Then the other one is we take a look at the existing operation and we find out how can we add efficiencies to that. And we use lots of different tools and techniques around that and train individuals in that using real projects in that corporate training model.
And certainly you've been doing that for years and more recently even expanded what you do, trying to offer up your training to a lot of folks out there who are finding themselves unemployed right now and in need of your services.
Yes, as we saw in the late of 2008, tens of thousands of technical professionals were laid off at Ford, GM, Chrysler, all the major tier suppliers. And they all wanted to find out how can they get back into the workforce. And what they did learn was their resume with their education was not going to do that. They had to pick up relative certifications that were in demand in multiple industries because it was all about trying to get out of the auto industry as best they could. And that's where the jobs were going to be. So the belief was there was not going to be all those jobs returning to the auto industry. So that's when we launched our program and we said what we've been training for these other non-automotive clients, all those tools and techniques, we set it up for the unemployed. The real challenge was we had to have real project-based type projects that we wanted to teach them on. So we created what I called a partnering company program where we had companies that were previous clients of ours that we consulted for and helped out, and with those we brought in our students and they worked on real projects at those companies. And every one of my partner companies have hired at least one of our students after they graduated for a job that was not opened at that time.
You have an incredible rate of success, correct? A large amount of your graduates who go through a very short, fast-paced program end up with jobs at the end.
Yes, at this point in time, our key metrics, and we always measure ourselves because key metrics tell you how you're doing. We have over 200 folks that we've enrolled in the program since that period of time. About 187 of them have graduated and 173 are now back working in the workforce. And that usually takes within 6 months of when they start our program. It takes them about 4 months to get into our program on an average, and then within 6 months they're back in the workforce. We've even had students get jobs while they're in class because of the training that they're getting, and their new employer allows them to finish up. Because it's things that are in demand in what we're training them, and it's basically hands-on based, real project-based type application.
So it sounds like if you have some sort of engineering, technical, automotive or not, semi-related background and you have recently found yourself unemployed, this could be the quickest way to get back into the workforce.
Yeah, we're not everybody's college or school, if you will. We see our sweet spot student as the 15-plus year experienced individual. Most of our students got bachelor's degrees plus master's degrees. We've even had a couple of PhDs. What the idea is they needed to get relative certification that was in demand, and that's where we were able to bring them in. So that's where our percentage of 93% placement rate has been quite successful.
Makes sense. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
For more information on today's topic, you can head to cpspoly.com. Today's Comcast Newsmaker was Daryl Petrishkoff, the CEO of the Center for Professional Studies.